Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Fortitude and today I'll be trying out the new aspect for River into France level 6. So this is the Sunshine aspect. Basically it gives us a new right innate, Boon of Sunshine's Promise, which is a fast speed, target another power. In a solo game I can target myself. Basically if we have 2 Sun, we gain energy equal to 1 less than the highest numbered spot on the energy track. So basically to make use out of it, I'll have to have this 2 energy spot uncovered. And then with 3 sun and 1 water, I can target myself too. And then with 4 sun and 2 water, target spirit may remove 1 blight from one of their lands with the Han. Okay, so all of that seems really good, right? So then what's the downside? Well, the downside is we lose one of the best support cards in the game, and that is Boon of Vigor. Boon of Vigor is a 0 cost sun, water, plant card. It's basically giving out a lot of energy to the team, and in a solo game we can target ourselves if we want to. But yeah, it has a lot of uses. It basically helps us threshold our massive flooding innate in time by going bottom track with the river's standard opening. But by losing this card, we'll probably have to draft a sun and plant if I still want to pursue hitting my max level massive flooding. Also in a multiplayer game, this really hurts not having this card and just starting with like 3 starting cards instead of 4. So we'll see how we can get around these difficulties in a solo game. Alright, let's get into the game. So I'm playing on board A here. Okay, and the starting explorer is wetlands, alright. So I need to France 6. Let's France 6 here. Right, so I'm going to switch the opening up a little bit. I don't have a lot of experience playing Sunshine River, but I think the way I'm thinking is turn 1 I can try to draft a power card, and then turn 2 I can double grow. At some point I will try to unlock 2 energy and 2 plays over here, and then maybe start going down the bottom track. So let's gain a power card. Let's gain a miner. Okay, I mean, interesting. Strong and constant currents. Okay, well, what should I say? It's the perfect element card for us. It has sun, water and earth. So, I mean 100%. This is absolutely the pick here. It not only replaces Boon of Vigor, but it also gives us some flexibility in terms of our massive flooding by giving us another earth. Looking at the other picks, my other favorite pick would have been Enticing Splendor, because it can just gather and move the Han in the fast phase. Disorienting Landscape is also pretty good, but it doesn't give us any sun or water. So at least Enticing Splendor is giving us a sun, so in that case I would have only needed a water to max out our left innate. And Shore Seeds is kind of the opposite. It gives us a water but no sun. It does give us the water and earth. It's also Chord Element, so that can be good, and the effect is really strong. But Strong and Constant Currents is exactly the card I was looking for. Question is, where do I want to place my presence? Now I could place a presence into my A2 just to get a sacred site going in that land. Yeah, we can sacrifice this present and the next turn we can double grow maybe. Do the standard opening for River. Playing these 2 cards, and then I can push out whatever. I can push out the town from Phi if I want to. And then I can use Wash Away to push out something else. Okay, I think this works. Explore is the sands, alright. We need to add an explore. I'll add it in the land with the buildings, and that is with France level 6. Okay, basically we need to keep track of the Slave Rebellion turn, which will happen when we have like 3 events in the discard. Alright, so how do I want to do this? I can actually gather the Han here, just trade. Try to solve both my sands. Question is, do I just want to take a blight on A2, just let it go completely? Now that I have a perfect element card, maybe there is some value in just rushing straight to 4 plays. But in that case, I will be missing out on this energy gain that I gain with Boon of Sunshine's Promise. Okay, maybe let's do this. Let's push out this down so we don't need to rely on events to save us. And with Wash Away, I can wash away these guys over here, and we'll just take a blight on A2. I think that is fine. The only reason I put this sacred site there was so that I have access to this A3 in case that had exploded. But I don't think I would have needed it. Then we can just reverse bounty here. Okay, just trying to think through this decision. I could actually save this the Han with Strong and Constant Currents. Alright, so I think I'm happy with that decision. I was just seeing if there's a way to save this land. Maybe not. So yeah, let's commit to that bottom track play here. Let's go to... can go into this land. And then I can actually throw another presence into the wetlands because I'm going to lose it during the Ravage. This does give me the left tier of my innate. It also gives me the right tier, but the downside is I'm not getting any benefit from that. To do that, I would have had to change my opening. I would have had to do something of this sort. But then the downside with this is, sure, I'm getting extra energy from Boon of Sunshine's Promise, but then on the reclaim, I basically have to reclaim. And then even if I double grow, I won't be hitting that four card plays, and that'll kind of seriously restrict my impact on the board. So that is the reason that I'm still just trying to go bottom and then reclaim and then double grow again. So let's throw this presence here. Still play these 2 cards. Actually, let me target this land. Can both push and move. So what if I move this guy here? And then I move this Dahan over there. So I save that Dahan and I also move the town there. So I'm definitely taking a blight. The biggest downside is we don't want coast coming up that soon, or wetlands for that matter. And then with this 1 damage on coastal land, I mean, I could take out the town if I want to. It'll just help me out a little. Could also take out this town, and maybe if we get an event that does something. I don't have any fear cards. I think just keeping the down count is probably a better idea against France. Okay. Well, I don't think I can pay for this guy. I'll have to forget a sun card, which I definitely don't want to do. So let's do the top. We need to replace a Dahan with a town. I guess we do it over here. Sands build, and the explorer is mountains. Okay. Can add an explorer to here. So I have that 1 push lined up. I think I'm gonna let this land go too. Just take 2 blight. And try to solve a build here, maybe. Trying to see. Wonder if I should have put the town there, I'm not sure. So technically that event went back into the deck, so I still have a slave rebellion happening in the mountains. So I think I actually want to double grow here. As crazy as that sounds. Like, what if I did something like... What if I did something like this and I played River's Bounty, gathering 2 Dahan into my a6. The only downside is if mountains comes. Let me think about this for a second. Basically, by delaying my reclaim, I'm guaranteeing that on the reclaim I can hit my max level Massive Flooding. I do have strong and constant currents to move the town out of here if I want to. I'm planning to basically do a Slave Rebellion here in a6. So I need 2 Dahan there for that. Let's see, if I do not reclaim, then I could still do... It'll basically build 2 towns here and a town here. So I could do Slave Rebellion in a1 and push out the towns from a6. I think I still just double grow here. I always have flash floods to do some work. Even throw a presence in the jungles. Play River's Bounty. The next turn I'll reclaim, but I will have 4 card plays on the reclaim turn. Okay, we got beast damage, so that is nice. Land to land with 2 or more. Yes, we'll add it here. I need to add a land. I need to click a land to add blight or towns. I think we are still good on the town, so I can add it here. And I need to France 6. I guess we'll France 6 here. So barely hanging on, but I think it's going fine. This land is a problem. Could slave rebellion that like this. Okay. The thing is that I will reclaim and I can flash floods this, slave rebellion this, 2, 3, 4. I think it's, yeah, let's risk it. Let's go for a reclaim minor. I mean, we did get call to isolation, which is pretty crazy. What else did we get? We got drought, we got delusions of power, we got call to migrate. Yeah, I mean, call to isolation is amazing. The biggest downside of that is I cannot hit my innate, or can I? Let's check it out. We want to play wash away. We want to play flash floods, I guess. We want like 3. Yeah, we want like 4 water though, right? So yeah, call to isolation. Unfortunately, even though it's a great pick for us, just can't find the space to play it. I think that's one of the downsides of the Spirit too. Like with the regular river build, I could have been at 5 plays right now, or maybe next turn. But with this play, it's making it really tricky to get there. Could switch things up now though, because I drafted call to isolation. Thing is, I cannot afford to take any other towns on the board, so I have to take out some towns. Could just let this be slave rebellion. Need to play flash floods and strong and constant. What if I did this instead? And push out a town and 2 explorers into the jungles. If I get a defend, I'll be really far ahead here. But the thing is, I do not know if I'll get a defend. So it's probably better just to play a regular hand. I mean, do I want some Dahan there? No, I don't think so. I'm going to leave the Dahan where they are. Sunshine doesn't really do anything for us. Slave rebellion. Let's target this guy. Oh yeah, I forgot it's missionaries. Aided by sun. Okay, well, we lose call to isolation then. Actually, I could pay an energy. I could discard this. Okay, never mind. Okay. Let's curse their tongues. Let's discard for this guy. Tempted to add a disease here. Strife in a land with Dahan. Yeah, I think I wanna go here. Do go blighted. Oh man, this card. It's all right. I think I'll have to. It's funny because I think I have to replace the towns here. Actually, no. Let's replace this town. Let's replace this town. Let's replace this town. Okay. It is the wetlands, and I think we have enough room where we can add a town. Can throw an explorer here. Okay, well, we have our massive flooding. This land is going to do a lot though. Okay, I mean, this is all fine and all, but I really want to get to that 5 card, please. I wonder if there's a way we can make it happen. I could double grow here. Just think that I'll take a cascade here. As crazy as it sounds. But on the reclaim, we could go for a major then. Or maybe in hindsight, it's just better to get called to isolation. I think there's more benefit in just reclaim looping right now. Okay, call to guard is a good defend that can come in handy. Looking at the other cards, Gift of Twin Days can be pretty strong. That returns to madness, but I think just having the defend is what I need. Basically, run the same hand, I think. Only downside is I'm stuck at 4 card plays though. That really hurts. Could move this down in there. Because it's going to build a town anyways. I will wipe it all out. Do I want to move the Han? I don't think so. Maybe just skip that. And the sunshine aspect, I mean the right innate has been non-existent this game. So either Ravage in the jungles or sands, or we'll take a blight from that. If I choose the jungles, or I can destroy 2 presence. I mean, again, this kind of sucks, but I think I'm gonna leave my presence where it is though. So I'm gonna skip the Ravage in the jungles. We can add it down here. Can France 6 here. I think that should stabilize us. Let's see. Yeah, I think I need to do massive flooding here. But at the same time, I'm really tempted to just go ahead and do this. Call to guard for this land. Can pull some Dahan into this land. Is that the right card to play? Maybe. Let's try it. Trying to get as many Dahan into this land as I can. To pay 3 energy for the fire here. I think I don't want to lose more blight. I think I'm just going to do the bottom here. I have 0 fire, so I think I need to pay 3 energy. Can move the beast to here, I guess. Maybe I should move it to the coast. Gains a minor power. I like the sound of that. Reaching Grasp is another of a card. Reaching Grasp is another one of those cards that can replace Spoon of Vigor because it has the sun and water for us. In this case, I already have that card in Strong and Constant Currents, so I'm not going to play that, but something to remember. Looking at these cards, I mean, I don't think I really need it. I have the perfect answer with Call to Guard and Call to Isolation, so maybe I'll just pick this for elements if I need to forget something. Maybe Rain of Blood actually, because I can generate some fear from it if needed. You can do it here. Yeah, coast was the downside of this. So I have to reclaim here to go for a major. Winds of Rust and Atrophy is interesting. Yeah, maybe just Winds. And we could go ahead and forget. Can I threshold this guy? Do I need to threshold this guy? I don't know. I have enough of a sustainability. I just need to hit my innate. I think we are actually fine here. I don't even need to threshold Winds. Can't forget Rain of Blood, although that's the perfect element card for Winds. But what I can do is I can play that. Wash Away, Strong and Constant, Flash Floods, and Reverse Bounty. Actually, Winds is giving us the water, right? So maybe we just need a sun then. Just trying to see. Actually, do I need Strong and Constant Currents? Can I replace it with something? Can replace it with Reverse Bounty. Okay. So with this play, I'm building 2 towns, but I'm also taking out a town. 3, 4, 5, 6. Destroy 2. That is great. Okay, this is interesting. It's very, very interesting. And I wish I had like some way to deal some damage. Call to Guard and Winds. Well, I've Call to Guard and Call to Isolation. These two lands are a problem. There's like some way to deal with it. I'm not sure. Let's reclaim into another major. Winds is pretty solid. I just need to find a way to do like 1 damage there. I have a limit of 7 though, so I think I'm doing pretty good. Smothering Infestation can work. Actually, I'm just going to take Instruments and forget Instruments. I don't think I need it. I was looking for something like Blazing Renewals or something. I don't know. Do Wash Away. We can do Winds again. You have to play Call to Guard this time. I wonder if I can still play Call to Isolation. I need to play Flash Floods. I do 2 damage with this. I think I want to play Call to Isolation for this land. Push it out there. I want to Flash Floods that city. Wash away this stuff. Winds. And I could just take a Blight there. Right? Maybe this is fine. We don't need the max level then. Wait, this is an issue though, right? Actually, this might be better. Kind of saves me a Blight here. And we are not even hitting the leftmost tier of our innate. The max tier of our Sunshine innate. 4 Sun. Just not happening. No, I don't think I want to move to Dahan. Oh, it is the Slave Rebellion turn? Huh. I thought it was next turn. I think I have to do the middle here. That is game. Well, that was a pretty interesting game. I think just drafting Strong and Constant Currents early on was pretty nice. Let's take a look. Let us take a look. Yeah, I think this draft was pretty nice. It was just tricky figuring out, because we were at 1 energy and 4 card plays for a while. Just figuring out a way to get to that 5 card plays and start getting some use out of our boon was important. But yeah, I mean, Winds of Rust was pretty clutch. Call to Isolation and Call to Guard are some of the best cards in the game. And end of the day, our main tool was still Massive Flooding. But yeah, that was Sunshine River into France level 6. Looking at the events. Looking at the Fear cards. And looking at the Invader deck RNG. If you guys like this video, then please like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.